Okay, last attempt, I swear. I didn't make a video on Sunday, obviously, and I do apologize for that, but I'm making one today, and I will do my best to make one on Sunday. I'm going to have to find something to talk about, so if you want me to talk about anything, just let me know. But today, I'm going to talk about my faith system and my spirituality. I did recently make a vague post on Instagram about it. I don't think I've ever referenced my God on Instagram, ever. It's not something that I usually talk about. It's something that's just like very personal to me, and I also understand that everyone has a different faith system or belief system, or believes in God or doesn't believe in God, or follows a different religion, or like things like that. And I think it's beautiful and wonderful, and if you want to have a conversation about it, please let's have a conversation about it. I just don't talk about mine very often because it's just, I know that it only impacts me and they are my beliefs, and nobody needs to believe what I believe, and I'm not ever going to try to convince somebody to do that. But yeah, so now that disclaimer is out of the way, growing up, I grew up in a cornfield, essentially, a very small, very small town, and most folks identified as non-denominational Christians. There were lots of non-denominational churches. There were a few, like Methodist churches, I think, and maybe a couple others, but mostly were non-denominational. I did not attend church growing up regularly. My mom didn't go. She let us decide if we wanted to go, so when I did go, I went with friends. I did go to a few church camps when I was like real young, but it's not something that I ever like felt the need to do, and I didn't really feel comfortable in most of them that I attended anyway. I did start fairly regularly attending church when I was 16, 17, and eventually my best friend, her mom, and I did get kicked out of a non-denominational church after I came out as a lesbian, and after my best friend came out as a lesbian. They pretty much decided they were done with us. But we did find a church outside of town. We went to an Episcopal church because my best friend and her mom were Episcopalian before they moved to Indiana. So we found a church, and at 18 I did choose to be baptized. And that is pretty much when my faith system really kicked into gear. That is still the only church that I've ever felt absolutely comfortable in. I've been to a few around here, and it's not that they're pretty much shouting, "I hate queer people" at the door. And there are some that are very welcoming, and they express that they're very welcoming, and that's beautiful and wonderful. It's just not something that I've ever felt comfortable in. I think the biggest part of that is that I don't necessarily want to be a part of organized religion for various reasons, but that doesn't really matter in this point. So, to say the least, I don't attend church regularly. I don't even remember the last time I went to a church. It's been years, I think. It's been a couple years. But my belief, I do reference as my God, mostly because that's really the only word that I have for it. And I do still vaguely identify as like an Episcopal Christian type deal, but I more consider myself spiritual than religious. And yeah, sorry, Tigger is over here. Don't. So, I do reference my belief as my God. I will always refer to it as my God because I understand that people believe in different gods. Whatever religion they may be, they may not believe in any God at all. I also don't have another word for it. I have this really vague concept of what I call my God, and most of the time I'm not even sure if there is a God, if there's like 700 gods, if there's just the universe or Mother Nature or karma or whatever. It's just easiest for me to describe it as my God. I feel close to my God when I'm out in nature hiking, when I'm reflecting, when I'm listening to music, when I'm walking around the lake. I turn to my God when I'm feeling really down, when I'm feeling really grateful. I find comfort in being able to remind myself or feel like that I'm this very small part in everything, especially when I'm feeling down. If I'm spiraling, if my anxiety is out of control, it's helpful for me to sit back and be like, I am a very small part. My life is a very small part, and mostly everything that I do will be on a large scale insignificant, and nothing is super terrible. And that's just something that brings me back down, and I just find comfort in it, and that's been really beneficial to me over the last few years. So that's something that I hold on to. The biggest cornerstone of what you could call my faith system is to just like be good. Like I am constantly working on like being a good person and like putting out positivity and being understanding and empathetic and listening to other people's stories and point of views and beliefs and personal experiences and things that I don't personally experience or things that I can empathize with, or like things like that. I am pretty much, that's what drives me as a person. I just want to be a good person. I am not a perfect person, and I am not always a good person, and I have a couple of petty bones. I cannot speak today. Petty bones in my body, and that's something that I'm always gonna have to work on, and I do recognize that, and I try to constantly check myself on that whenever it gets out of control. But I am an imperfect person, and that is just fine. I have grown, and I will continue to grow, and I just want to be good and to put good out there and to help people when I can, and to fight the good fight alongside the good people, and just believe in the good. So yeah, that is a fairly vague and awkward description of what I consider my faith system and my God. And if you have any questions about it, let me know. If you want to talk about it, let me know. If you're respectful, if you're disrespectful, I'm going to tell you to kick rocks. Yeah, I am like super movie today, and I apologize. I am tired, and I'm waiting for Jenna to get off work because she's going to call me. But yeah, so thank you for listening to this. If you have any questions, let me know. If you can think of something else you want me to make a video about, let me know, because I don't know what I'm going to make a video about next. But I will try to do it on Sunday. And yeah, just be good. Be good to yourself. Be good to other people. And I hope you have an amazing rest of the week, and something good happens to you every day, and you learn something new every day, and you find comfort in yourself and in the people around you. And good night.